1000% believe America is trying to poison us by the food we eat. I have the worst stomach aches after eating cheese or dairy in America, yet I go to Europe for 2.5 weeks. I eat whatever I want. I eat dairy breakfast, lunch, and dinner and do not have a single stomach ache while I'm there. I ate 2 slices of cheese for breakfast in Italy. Not a stomach ache. Not a problem. And yet I eat 1 slice of cheese on a sandwich today back in America and my stomach is hurting, I'm in pain, and I'm not okay. It's so frustrating. Like the fact that doctors want to say, oh, IBS, oh, lactose intolerant, like our bodies are the problem when in reality, our bodies are fine. It is the food that we are eating that is making us not fine. That's what makes me so mad. Like, I'm so fed up. Like, I just want to move out of America. I'm done. I'm done. Done.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is part 3 of my bread episode. We got Miss Evangeline Maid here, okay? This bread is 1 year and 7 months old. It has been sitting in a hot camper for 8 months. Then it has sat outside on one of my shelves in my garage for the rest of its life. Will it grow mold? We are still at almost 2 years and it doesn't have mold. Y'all, it doesn't have any mold, okay? Not any of the pieces, okay? The bag is about to dry rot. Y'all, what are we eating? This is why we have cancer, we feel bad, our joints hurt, all of it, okay? Because we're eating poison. Because whatever's put in this to preserve it is poison. It is not natural or real. I'm keeping this bread until it disintegrates or something. You cannot be happy with the administration that we currently have. You can think what you want to think. But RFK is on to something with our food industry, okay? I'm proof of that. This is real, okay? I want y'all to think about something too. When you're cleaning your car out and you find one of those French fries under the seat from the restaurant, you know, from McDonald's or Burger King or wherever you want to go, does they have mold on them? No. Those French fries should have some mold on them. If you have real food with no poison in it, they should have mold on it. You think about it. They don't. We're all getting poisoned. Whatever happened to cutting a potato and just frying it? Just fry the potato. Why do we need to add anything to it or do anything to it? Just have your natural food the way it is. I don't understand how we've gotten to this point, but we have. There's not anything natural unless you cook it yourself. Just think about that too. Now, I was talking to one of my friends about this in our Sunday school class, and he was like, but Kara, have you ever tasted Ruffles sour cream cheddar chip? They're so good. I said, I know. They are good. But why did we ever get to the point where we were making those? How did we get to the point of even making that so we would know the taste of it and how good the poison obviously tastes? Where did it go wrong? I just don't understand why we even got to this point. If nobody even knew what any of that tasted like, we wouldn't know the difference. But now we're all addicted to the poison. Bye, y'all.
They've been putting chemicals in our food. Not the chemicals we already fucking knew they were putting in our food. Nope. New, secret chemicals that were never tested for safety. I wish I was kidding. I mean, like, are we in hell? We are in hell, right? At least 111 substances of unknown safety have been added to foods, drinks, and supplements sold in the United States without alerting the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. I mean, be fucking for real. The investigation found 49 of the chemicals added by the industry in approximately 4,000 products listed in the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Data Central database. Because the government has never reviewed these chemicals, consumers have no way of knowing if they are safe or carry unknown health risks. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I know it's very exhausting. I know we are very exhausted. And I know it's very irritating, but we gotta just start cooking from scratch, like actual food. Again, it is exhausting. I will start adding to my food prep series because I think everyone needs simple, easy, inexpensive recipes that you can do just as a meal prep on the weekend. We can't keep buying processed foods, bro. They're killing us. And I can almost guarantee you this has a lot to do with the reason that we're seeing such a huge increase in colorectal cancer and death in young people.
Okay, I have a quick story about American food quality and the effects of American food and eating it. So our daughter has been going to a French immersion school for the last 7 years. And so we've gotten to know a lot of the teachers who are usually French teachers coming over here in most cases on a contract. And so we've talked to them about this, and I've heard multiple times from teachers something along the following lines. You know, it's really weird. I came here and I've been eating the exact same diet, exact same food, everything the same. I walk, exercise the same amount and everything. I put on 10 to 15 pounds during the school year. I go back to France in the summer, weight comes off. So this isn't talking about the poison and the health issues and everything, but obviously there's something in our food. They're eating the exact same food, different quality, and it's causing them to just balloon up and bloat and all these other things and gain weight. So my question is, what the hell are they putting in our food that's doing that? Anecdotally, for us as a family, when we have gone over to Europe for like say 3 or 4 weeks and we eat, we drop weight, and we also feel healthier. I mean, just anecdotally, we feel good. And we're on vacation, we're splurging, right? We're having baguettes every day, or pain au chocolat, or, whatever it is, like eating pasta in Italy and, saying yes to dessert, because we're on vacation, right? So we're not really eating better in that sense, like relative to what we would have here if we did that in America. I don't even want to think what would happen. And we feel good. And, people say, oh, it's the walking. No, we walk a lot here too. 10,000, 20,000 steps a day. So it's not it. So there's just something very wrong with our food supply in America. So for us, a big reason for going overseas is trusting the food. We don't trust the food in America anymore. Absolutely not at all. In fact, it's beyond don't trust. It's absolutely sure that the food is poisoning us and is making us sick. That's where we've gotten. And you'll see lots about that here on TikTok. And I've lived it anecdotally, had that experience, and am convinced of it, and have just lost all trust. And it's just very simple. They ban all of the stuff that we allow in our food here. There's something like 3,000 ingredients or something that they don't allow. Like, for example, in the EU, they don't allow these ingredients, and we happily in America put them in our food. So there you go.
What are we feeding ourselves in America? I'm in Thailand and I'm trying to teach my British friend how to make puppy chow. They've never heard of it before. This is their entire cereal section. That's it. And it's mostly cornflakes. It's kind of funny that the only 4 cereals they have are American. Like they have Frosted Flakes, Trix, Fruit Loops. And I'm making this video because in America, there's 1,000 different kinds of cereals that would normally fill this aisle. And you know what they eat for breakfast here? They eat street food. They eat sausage and chicken and fish and rice for breakfast. They just eat healthy all the time. Like, there's no reason that the aisles in America should be full of processed foods that children eat for breakfast. Like, what are we doing? What is wrong with America? Oh my god. Also, I can't find the cereal that I need, but I found these. And hopefully, they don't have the regular, but hopefully this will be good enough. Maybe I think it'll actually be even good with chocolate Chex Mix. Stay tuned.
I literally don't trust the name brand cereal in stores so much to the point where I literally go for the non-name brand, because the non-name brand to me is a better choice because it'll mention stuff like no preservatives and no this, no that, and I always check the ingredients anyway just to be sure, because you never know. This box is a little beat up, so I don't know if I'm gonna get this one, and it honestly doesn't say like no artificial flavors or colors and stuff like that, and that's kind of what I look for. I wish they had some more options because I've been on a really bad Rice Krispie treat. What is it called? Hyperfixation. All the boxes are damn near open. Why am I in the box? I mean, this is only $4. The ingredients don't seem too bad. Rice, sugar, corn syrup throw me off. See, I don't like that first one. Source of iron. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how I feel about it. And this sucks though, because it's like the better quality, healthier quality cereals are so expensive. Like if I take it down here and I try to get out of the Kellogg's Post and stuff, because I got the, I don't trust these brands. If I wanted to get into some organic, natural, you know, low sugar, high protein cereal, it's gonna run me easily $8. $8.48 to be exact. Literally crazy. You got about a $10 box of cereal just to avoid eating poison. It's America for you. Welcome to Walmart in America.
After spending the last 3 weeks in Spain and Italy, I am fully convinced that the United States is poisoning everything we're eating. Here's why. For weeks straight in Spain, I constantly did things I never do in the States. I drank wine every day. I ate pastries with chocolate every day. I ate every unhealthy food you can imagine. I experienced 0 hangovers, 0 upset stomachs, 0 anything bad. I have now been back in the States for 48 hours. Not only has every meal made me feel like shit, but I have immediately gotten actually sick. Sore throat, fever, like my body is just rejecting all of the bullshit we have here. And it has me thinking, if you're watching this video and you've never traveled abroad, you might not actually know how much better you could feel away from this shit. Has anyone else experienced this?
The American food system was not designed for our health. It was designed for corporations. That's why around 70% of our food supply today is ultra processed. This didn't just happen. It's the result of decades of policy decisions that have prioritized corporate profits above public health. If you want more of the history on that, I have a pinned video, and unsurprisingly, a lot of it goes back to Reagan-era policies. But let's talk about what real solutions look like, because it's not swapping food dyes and Fruit Loops or using beef tallow in French fries. Number 1, reform agricultural subsidies. The U.S. spends billions of dollars subsidizing crops like corn, wheat, and soy, most of which is used in animal agriculture, fuel, or as ingredients in ultra-processed food. Less than 1 to 2% of our subsidies go towards fruits and vegetables, so we're literally subsidizing or incentivizing low-nutrient foods. To fix this, we really need to shift support towards nutrient-dense options like fruits, vegetables, and legumes. Number 2, strengthen local food systems. Our heavy reliance on these shelf-stable ultra-processed foods is partly due to the erosion of our local food systems. At the same time, millions of Americans live in food deserts without easy access to fresh produce. By investing in local infrastructure, supporting regional farms, and incentivizing grocery stores to go into these underserved areas, we could significantly improve access to nutritious food. Number 3, investing in and supporting modern agriculture and food science advancements that can make nutritious food more accessible and affordable. Number 4, restricting and regulating ultra-processed food marketing to children and mandating clear, easy-to-understand food labels. Number 5, addressing income inequality and expanding support programs like SNAP, not cutting billions from them. 6, increasing the reimbursement rate for school lunches, because right now they're abysmally low, and investing in local farm-to-school programs. 7, investing in nutrition education programs starting at a young age in order to increase demand for many of these nutrient-dense foods. And of course, overturning Citizens United and limiting corporate lobbying so they no longer have such an enormous influence over our food supply and public health. These are the kinds of systemic changes that could actually work to improve our food environment and help to reduce chronic disease risk. If we really want a healthier future, we have to start understanding how policy impacts our everyday lives and work to change the rules that directly impact our food environment.
Congratulations, we've been poisoning your food. You've actually been eating weed killer and pesticides.
Oatmeal?
Don't Google it. Oh, you've been trying to eat healthy. Psych! You now have a mental disorder, irregular and painful periods, random rashes. Oh, well, I'll just buy organic. Good luck! You will now split the bill on dates. You're trying to lose weight, but we hide sugar in your food. You will now have a heart attack in 3, 2, 1.
If you've ever wondered why Americans have so many stomach issues, I just found these in our pantry. I don't know when I bought them. We've ate 1 hot dog bun out of this. My husband can't have gluten, so I probably bought them for myself. They expired July 9th. It's September 7th, and there is not a single piece of mold on this. Let me show you. Hold on. Where's the mold? Oh, is that? Oh, that's not even mold. July 9th. This should be moldy. Oh, this makes me so angry. I'm never buying another hot dog bun again. Guess I'll feed these to my dog.
Something is poisoning the American people, and we know that the primary culprits are our changing food supply, the switch to highly chemical intensive processed foods. We have 10,000 ingredients in our country, in our foods. The Europeans have only 400. If you buy McDonald's French fries in our country, there's 11 ingredients, my understanding. In Europe, there's only 3. If you buy Fruit Loops in our country, they're loaded with food dyes, with yellow dye, red dye, blue dye, and many other ingredients. The same company makes the same product with different ingredients for Canada and Europe. And at age, we don't have good science on all these things. And that is deliberate. That's a deliberate choice not to study the things that are truly making us sick, that are not only contributing to chronic disease, but to mortalities from infectious disease. We need to get a handle on this, because if we don't, it's an existential threat. Our country is not going to be destroyed because we get the marginal tax rate wrong, or because we get one of these culture war issues that we've been talking about today wrong. It's going to be destroyed if we continue down this trajectory of chronic disease. We need to fix our food supply, and that's the number one.
I grew up in Switzerland, and no one believes me when I say the American food system is rigged. I used to eat pasta, pizza, everything, and live the most sedentary life in boarding school ever. And I was skinny and fit, and I looked great. Okay, then I moved to America, become so active. I became a runner. I started eating like gluten-free. Like, I literally counted my calories and I gained 30 pounds. It is not the European lifestyle, it is the food itself. Food in Europe is just nutritious. Like, you'll eat pizza and it's actually nutritious for you because of the grains. But then you come here to America and you have flour and it's just literally bleach. You're eating bleach.
We are being poisoned in America by the food that we eat. 90% of the food in grocery stores is processed, pumped with chemicals, dyed. Our bodies cannot handle it. It is poisoning us and it is killing us from the inside out. I spoke with a nutritionalist at a hospital and she said you would think that in hospitals it would be better, but they need you to be sick in order to have a business. USA, the government, the hospitals, the medical system, they are businesses and they do not have clients if you are not sick. We are the sickest, most depressed generation, most depressed society for a reason. It has gotten worse and worse and worse. If you look on the back of a soda bottle, it is going to say that it has 80% of the amount of sugar that you are supposed to eat in an entire day in one 32-ounce bottle. That is not only insane, but that is disgusting that this is what is being marketed to us. It is not a coincidence that we are the sickest country and we are also going through a lot of bullshit in our government. Because if we are sick, we are less likely to revolt. If we can't even take care of ourselves and be healthy and be happy, we are much less likely going to look at the systems of government that are keeping us that way.
I don't want to eat anything anymore, and it's not in an eating disorder way. It's in a everything is made out of chemicals and tastes like plastic now way. I don't know what's been going on the last few months, but every next meal just tastes more and more synthetic than the last. It's disgusting. I'm like I'm literally sitting here. I'm very hungry, and everything I'm going through my brain that I could possibly eat, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. All were my favorite foods a few months ago. That and just choosing what to eat. Do I want the cancer-causing chemicals or do I want the chemicals that are going to cause my blood not to clot in 5 years? I make jokes with my roommate all the time about how I wish I could just have a cube of nutrients that would keep me alive. And I'll take my little foodie cubie and be good. And I'm lazy. I cannot be Nora Smith. I will keep purchasing the food and eating it to stay alive. But I'm not happy about it. Once again, not in an eating disorder way. I have a healthy relationship with food. All the food is nasty. All the food is poison. That is my problem. The food is trying to kill me.
It just dawned on me that everything in the grocery store is bullshit. Like, outside of produce and meat, everything is in a box. Nothing is fresh. And to be real with you, I'm starting to realize that you only put nutrition facts on things that are filled with shit we shouldn't be eating. I ain't never seen nutrition facts for tomatoes or grapes or any of that other shit. It's just a fruit. Simple fucking ingredients. All that shit in boxes and containers got a paragraph of shit that's in it. We gotta go back to the farmer's market, bro. This grocery store shit killing us.
Okay, if you are still not convinced that they're literally poisoning us and our food in America, please look at what I'm about to show you. Okay, so I went to Brazil a few months ago and I went to the grocery store and I literally picked up a brownie and I could not believe that it only had 7 ingredients: sugar, dark chocolate, flour, egg, butter, walnuts, and salt. And that's it. Just 7 normal ingredients, clean ingredients, not even a single oil. I live in Chicago and this is literally a brownie from my local Jewel Osco, okay? It was honestly such a pain to try and count these ingredients, but I got around 46. And that's including palm oil, soybean oil, canola oil, cottonseed oil, and red 40. And then right at the end, it says contains bioengineered food ingredients. Why do we need to have brownies at our grocery stores with over 40 ingredients? And why does it have so many things that we can't even pronounce? Why does it have red 40? Why does it have every single seed oil? They are poisoning us. They are literally poisoning us. It's not fair.
Bro, it's so wild when you come back from a foreign country and you realize like how fat Americans are. Like fat than a motherfucker, just big as hell for no goddamn, just big back busting out the seams, can of biscuit built ass motherfuckers for no goddamn reason. And you really realize how big we is when you get up, bro. When I came back from Korea the other day, yesterday, and I touched back down, you know, from Korea to San Francisco, and I got off that motherfucking plane, I said, God damn, Americans fat than a motherfucker. And it was even worse when I went from San Francisco to Houston, and you go back down south, and you like, God damn, these some big back motherfuckers. And it's like, bro, outside of the fact that we just eat like till we can't eat no more, it's definitely in our food. It's definitely the food, bro. Outside the fact that niggas can't put the fork down. Like, I had McDonald's and, you know, cookies and snacks and candy bars and shit like that when I was in Korea. But, you know, their ingredients are different. Like, they sweeteners and stuff that they use in chocolate chip cookies, they use, like, nuts and, you know, coconut and shit like that to sweeten their cookies and snacks and shit, versus us, we use all that artificial sugar and corn syrup and shit, right? Like, even they little M&M, they got M&M candy bars, like milk chocolate candy bars with M&Ms in them. I was eating the fuck out of them, and it just tastes different. Completely different. The Hershey, but everything tastes completely fucking different because they got to use real ingredients. They can't use no artificial bullshit, and they can't use fake fillers and shit, right? I was eating McDonald's, Burger King, KFC over there, and then I come back over here. The night that I got back in, I stopped at McDonald's. It was like 11, 12 o'clock at night. I stopped at McDonald's, get something to eat. Out here, bro, shit tore my fucking stomach up. Mind you, I've been out there for 3 weeks eating the same fucking McDonald's. It's just, I don't know what the fuck it is in our shit, that fake meat, whatever the fuck it is, that goddamn the lemur hoofs and whatever the fuck. Shit tore my stomach up, bruh. Shit, even out there, man, you had walking trails, exercise stations and shit everywhere outside. Old people was walking and going for jogs and shit. Meanwhile, you get the American niggas fat than a motherfucker. That's the difference, man. That's the difference. But everybody want to complain. Y'all niggas, bruh, it's crazy out here. It's crazy.
This food issue is huge. This toxic, whatever it is, and there's a lot of great comments in my other video about various theories as to what they put in their food, and I agree with a lot of it. I think the Monsanto glyphosate thing is a big part of it, and everything else was true as well. Additives, various additives, manufacturing processes, the things they remove from the foods, as well as the things they add to it. Too much salt, too much sugar in everything. That's something, by the way, that I notice immediately is when we go to get like jelly, confiture, whatever, marmalade in France and Italy versus here. It's literally, hey, sorry, my dog's running away. It's like, Dad's on his phone, I'm gonna take off. So yeah, it's literally like 3 times the sugar. So just any average thing you buy in the store, you just look and compare to the US average, it's instantly anywhere from 2 to 5 times as much sugar on average. And that says a lot too. So anyway, it's all true. And here's the thing. This is such a big, I mean, we are what we eat, right? This is our fuel in our bodies. We're literally imbibing it and putting it into our bodies every single day, every single meal. And what I hate to say is that no matter what else was going, if there were no other issues in the US, like everything else was good, cost of living was fine, you know, all these other things I've talked about in my other videos, and lots of other people have talked about, the food issue alone would drive me out of this country. And it's not going to be easily solved. It's not like somebody's going to flip a switch someday, or you're going to elect one politician to office who's going to say, I'll fix all this for you. I mean, this is endemic to the US. This is hardwired, and it's corporate greed.